In response to the trade tariffs imposed by former U.S. President Donald Trump, Canada has unveiled a retaliatory tariff package valued at $155 billion. This move represents Canada's counteraction to U.S. tariffs that had previously targeted Canadian exports, including key sectors like steel and aluminum. The Canadian government framed the new tariff strategy as a necessary step to protect its economy and industries from the adverse effects of what it considers unfair trade practices. The tariffs are aimed at a wide range of U.S. goods, and the Canadian government's response is expected to put significant pressure on industries in both countries, particularly in areas where trade relationships are tightly intertwined. The Canadian administration made it clear that these retaliatory measures were not intended to escalate tensions, but were a necessary action to address the imbalances created by U.S. tariffs on Canadian products. The decision to impose such a substantial tariff package comes after a prolonged period of tension between Canada and the U.S. over trade policies. Under the Trump administration, several tariffs were imposed on Canadian products, especially steel and aluminum, which significantly impacted Canadian manufacturers and exporters. The tariffs were part of a broader America First trade policy that aimed to reduce trade deficits and protect U.S. industries from foreign competition. Canada's move to impose tariffs of its own is designed to level the playing field and push the U.S. government to reconsider its stance on trade with its northern neighbor. These measures were seen as a demonstration of Canada's commitment to defending its economic interests and ensuring that its industries are not unfairly penalized due to the trade actions of another nation. Canadian officials emphasized that this retaliation was a response to actions taken by the U.S., not a provocation or an attempt to escalate tensions further. The retaliatory tariff package targets a variety of U.S. products, ranging from agricultural goods to manufactured products, with particular focus on sectors like aluminum, steel, and consumer goods. These products were chosen because of their economic significance to U.S. industries and the substantial role they play in trade between the two countries. By targeting key U.S. exports, Canada aims to exert economic pressure while sending a strong message that the country is committed to fair trade practices. The announcement of such a large tariff package also signals a shift in Canada's trade policy, where it has historically been seen as a partner in maintaining stable and predictable trade relations with the U.S. Canada's government has long argued that tariffs and trade barriers are harmful to both countries, and they prefer to resolve disputes through dialogue and negotiations. However, given the Trump administration's approach to trade, Canada's decision to retaliate was seen as a necessary response to ensure that its economy was not left at a disadvantage. This move by Canada is also part of a broader effort to preserve the integrity of the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, which was later replaced by the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA. Canada's response is aligned with its long-term objective of maintaining fair and balanced trade practices in the region. The Canadian government has continued to advocate for multilateral trade solutions and has pushed for the resolution of disputes through international frameworks, such as the World Trade Organization, WTO. The retaliatory tariffs are expected to have a significant economic impact on both nations, particularly in industries that rely heavily on cross-border trade. While these tariffs may help protect Canadian industries in the short term, the long-term effects could lead to higher costs for consumers and businesses on both sides of the border. The dispute also risks further complicating trade negotiations and diplomatic relations between the two countries. In summary, Canada's decision to impose a $155 billion tariff package in response to U.S. tariffs reflects the country's determination to defend its economic interests and to push for fairer trade practices. While the move escalates tensions between the two countries, it also signals Canada's ongoing commitment to balancing trade relations in North America.
Thanks for watching our video. Please hit the button and subscribe the channel.